we with ourselves? How are we with life? How do we go through life day by day, perhaps even episode by episode? And all through it, we so seldom ever realize how powerful we are, and how our power is expressing itself through everything that we choose to think, to feel, and to do. Of course, our doing often reveals our feeling and our thought, because it is that energy that we project from ourselves out that then lends its effect upon the world about us. I doubt very seriously if the person I'm about to speak of, Joshua Lawrence, was remotely where I just described when he, over 150 years ago, at the age of 34, made a choice that affects all of us today. As a matter of fact, I doubt very seriously if you've even heard of Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain. He was an immature colonel in the Union when, at the Battle of Gettysburg, he was the commander of 300 Union soldiers who, on July the 2nd in 1863, received charge after charge after charge after charge from the Confederates. 5 charges in all they endured, and then they had to prepare themselves for one more charge. His men were reduced from 300 to 80. And his 3 sergeants gathered around him and said, "Tell us what to do. We need to know what to do." And they had no ammunition. They had run out of ammunition. So the colonel stood there at the top of a wall, and he looked down and saw the Confederates beginning their charge. And so he said to his men, "Fix bayonets. Fix your bayonets now." And they charged down the hill to meet them. And in 10 minutes, they captured the Confederate captain and caused 400 Confederate soldiers to surrender. One man making one decision that has changed all of our lives from then, because historians believe that had Chamberlain not charged that particular day, the rebels would have won Gettysburg. The South would have won the war. And the United States possibly would be 2 nations, the Union and the Confederacy. Or the U.S. would look more like Europe, divided into as many as 13 nations. Which means, when Hitler swept across Europe, had Chamberlain not charged on that afternoon so long ago, there would have not existed a United States of America to stand in the breach. When Hirohito invaded the South Pacific, there would not have been a country big enough, strong enough, wealthy enough, and populated enough to fight and win 2 wars on 2 fronts at the same time. So, you might could say that the United States of America exists as it does today because of a single man. A 34-year-old, and a move that he made almost a century and a half ago. the butterfly effect revealing itself in human choice. I know you feel like, for the most part, you're ineffectual. Egoically, you may not want to admit to that. But that's just because of a limited perception you have of yourself. Now, if you stop and think about it, you're going to recall those who have influenced your life in such a way that you live it the way that you do right now. And you begin to realize the effect that they have had upon you. Now, if you can think of others in these terms and considerations, then look at this worldwide, if you will, and time-wide, if you will. When you and I go, you see, we're going to have made an effect. And the effect is going to be perhaps even stretching into generations yet to be born because of the choices that we're making right now. And perhaps even it will come to a single choice where you had a pivotal moment and decided to do something instead of something else that then directed you on a course that you may not even consciously realize right now is of such significance for you, nor for others. It's amazing that we recognize so little of who we are, and that we do put into and through who we are into our lives and the effects that it has. We have visitations from unseen beings. They come, they influence us. Sometimes they just come in and say hello. And then those who are with us now, do we ever, or perhaps occasionally, but is it present in our current awareness, the impact that they are having on us and we're having on them? Usually, no. We're so busy caught up in our perception of our lives and what's going on that dominates our awareness. And yet, the effect is continuing. And it happens all the time. And continues to happen. When you stop to reflect on those who have influenced your life, and you're caused through memory to have that recall, it usually brings up feelings. It usually brings up that energy with it. Well, imagine now that energy is moving through the currents and the ethers that surround our planet, and that our planet is constantly breathing in and breathing out. So that the effect of a butterfly's wings and the effect of the thoughts and things that you entertain and choose to live really do make a difference. Take time, or perhaps even make time, to discover the ways that life has gone before you, preparing for and carrying out your life's plans. Notice the way that life has used people in the past to bless, to protect, and to lead you. according to the purposes for your life? There are generations yet unborn whose very lives will be shifted and shaped by the moves you make, even though in the moment of making them, you will not realize it any more than Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain realized on that fateful day that he found the courage to make the choices that he did, that are giving us the opportunities to experience life just as we are right now. Thank you for your attention.
For more information about the Metaphysical Church of Enlightenment or the Rodin Foundation, please go to our website at www.rodin.org. If you have been inspired by the revelations shared in these podcasts, please donate to the Rodin Foundation's ongoing efforts to help others help themselves at www.rodin.org/donate.